Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Sunday special hobby live stream because I was sent some goodies from JoyToy. That's right, one of my absolute favorite, honestly, companies out there. JoyToy is absolutely amazing. They retweet things with me and they share things with me and they send me goodies, and oh my goodness, do I love them for it, because holy moly, they sent me some good stuff this time. I actually got quite a bit, and we're going to have two separate live streams dedicated to unboxing the entirety of what they sent me. Today, our Sunday live stream is going to be a Warhammer unboxing. But on Tuesday, just to give you a little bit of a heads up to what's coming, I was also sent one of their other lines of products. And I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. You'll have to figure that out on Tuesday. But know that it is also very, very cool. And I'm very excited to be opening them up. And there's actually quite a few of them. So we're going to be having two different JoyToy live streams this week. Today and Tuesday. Anyways, hello everybody. Hello to Melvin, Oliver, Havman, Bob, Slot Car Man, RMP, Peter, hello, welcome, welcome. It's lovely to see you. Oliver, lovely to see you as well. Rogue, Sarjay, hello. Are you guys ready to see what they sent me? Because it's pretty good. They sent me some really, really good stuff. Mason, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. All right, guys. I'm excited. Okay, I'm just gonna jump in. Okay, we're just gonna jump in to the very first one. And the first one that we're unboxing is Helbrecht. They sent me Marshal Helbrecht. Isn't he badass? Now this is great. This is great because I have some Black Templars already. Also ones that they sent me, and now they have their High Marshal to lead them. I am so pumped for this. Renegade Cultist, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you here today. We're unboxing some JoyToys, and we're starting with Marshal Helbrecht. Oh my goodness. Look at, like, already on this box, we can just see a ton of detail. You guys know that if you've been following this channel for a while, and you've seen any of my other coverage of JoyToy, you know that I love the detail on these. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Now, for those of you that are interested, these are scale 1/18. What's great is I think I've painted Helbrecht, so I'm going to put him possibly next to the painted one that I did of him. So cool. All right. He comes with so many accessories, and he's already decked out. This is actually really cool. So let me just get the plastic out of the way. So let's take the figure out first, obviously. Now, the great thing about JoyToy action figures is they're super posable. They've got many joints, like this wrist is jointed, his elbow is jointed, these shoulder pads can pop off. Obviously, his other hand. Oh, look at his iron hand. Oh, look at that. Look how cool that is. So much detail. Yes, this is live now, absolutely. You know what, Chris? We'll have to find out if we got Old Man Lion. We'll have to find out. Can I just say, this is one of my favorite things. Despite the fact that Warhammer is notoriously decked out in skulls, and don't get me wrong, the JoyToy action figures have been, but I feel like we haven't gotten that many actual just skulls hanging off people as decorum. Maybe I haven't got the right JoyToy action figures for that, but this is the first one I have. Oh, look at the shield detail. That's super rad. I love that they actually use decals, like legitimate decals, and put them on there and actually go like full out. Also, all of these like sigils, fantastic. The knee is great. Again, very posable, very manipulatable. The foot has multiple joints. Like, look, his little, he can have his little toes up. He can be standing on his tippy toes, which is honestly bloody fantastic. Also, I love the cape. Oh, I popped it off a little bit. Oh, actually, speaking of which, okay, he's not completely together. We've just been sort of glorifying him in a half-finished state because let's put his backpack on, which does look frankly majestic. Look at that big old skull there. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Sean, hello, sir. Thank you for the $5. You are, as always, amazing. Yeah, these details on these models are always fantastic, and they pop together super seamlessly. Look at that. The backpack is in place. He looks even more majestic now and true to his rightful glorious self. Now, we do need to give him some weapons. So let's set him down for a second. Let's pull out all of his other accessories. We've got, ooh, oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Okay, we're going to look at this in a second. I want to get rid of this box. Did he come with a stand? That's new. Oh, that's new. Also, I didn't grab the sword. That's actually new for JoyToy, and I am immensely happy for that because sometimes there's a stability problem. But okay, we pulled out the accessories. The first thing that I want to talk about is they actually gave me a separate like metal hand, and then of course his gold armored hand for his mechanical versus actual human gloved hand. And that is fantastic. Like, obviously it makes sense. Of course they should be doing that. But like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I've not seen a character where they've had multiple hand color tones and they qualify that. So this is really cool to me. I love that my little accessories, my extra hands are appropriately, you know, painted to be the proper thing for him. You asked if the chain was flexible. Yes, the chains are flexible. They are a rubber material, or some sort of soft plastic, and they are flexible. And I do believe that this one is meant to attach somewhere because it's got little, well, actually that might just be him having a wrist clamp. I don't know where this is meant to go, but it looks like it's meant to connect to something because there's two holes. You see what I mean? So we'll figure that out. But I love this. His little, like, what are these called? Sensors? I don't think that's the right word. What are the little swinging things where the incense come out? I don't actually remember what those things are called, but that's what this is, I believe. And it's super cool, and I think it must go on one of his wrists. Does it connect? No, I don't think it connects to that. Where does it say that that goes to? Ah, okay. You see on the sword. First of all, check out the sword. Lovely. Beautiful details. Multiple color tones and a nice, like, subtle highlight, which I really like with just a nice dry brush technique. But you notice these two pegs. I figured out where this goes. It is meant to go here. So we go there and put the other side on here. Bam! And, oh man, do I need to switch his hands? I might need to switch his hands. No, I think I can still have him do it with this one. There we go. Oh, okay, well, I popped his hand off. But it does work. It does, in fact, work. So let me just raise his hand up, pop that back on. Look at him, he's so majestic. Ah! God, there's so much happening on this lad. Okay, yes, this, in fact, does go here. In that little area there. It fits kind of loosely, I will say. So maybe not as tight as some of the other things. But that's okay, that still works. And then also, we did get an extra head. So if we want to have him unhelmeted, I could switch him out to this glorious... I mean, he's got a great scowl, don't you think? Hello, Mercarion! Welcome, welcome. Actually really... Oh, look at the little studs in the top of his head. That's cute. Very on point. They really do a great job. And then finally, he also has his weapon, or his ranged weapon, rather. We have a sword for him, but I think I'm going to keep him holding... Do I want him to hold both? Can he hold both with this hand? No, I need to switch hands, so I'll do that later. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're doing it now. Give me. Okay, this is nice. Sometimes getting the hands on and off is a pain. Sometimes getting the hands and keeping them back on is a pain. And we're going to see how Helbrecht is doing. I feel like every time they've sent me a new, like, wave of their products, they've gotten better and better about that. Yeah, this is a little tight. A little tight. But we are on there now. Good. Good. Alright, and now let's put his gun in his hand, shall we? Thankfully, these guys have these slightly more flexible hands, as opposed to some of the other figures that I've received. Like the orcs, for example, because their hands are so big and chunky, they're actually not super flexible, and it's kind of difficult to get their weapons into their hands. But once they're there, they're fine. It's just a matter of, like, you really gotta maneuver them to get it going. But look at him! Alright, I just popped the gun out of his hand again. How did you get him to pose like that? I want him to pose like on the box art. And he has his gun up and in his hand. Get back in there, Helbrecht! Hold your weapon, sir. The Emperor will be displeased with you otherwise. Oh, I think I know what the problem was. I didn't have his thumb all the way around. And I think it pressed its way back. Aha! Perfecto. Okay. There we go. Okay, but we have a stand. See? Because he fell right over, just drunk. Helbrecht got into the Imperial wine. Would get black toe. Hold on. I will, Give me 1 second, folks. I think one of my cats is causing trouble. And I'm gonna just go check on it. My cat's trying to destroy Christmas. She was eating our tree like a jerk, but we're not going to let that slow us down because he actually has a little stand he came with, and I want to see how stable he is on this thing. It's got one little peg, and he's got a peg in both feet, so we can choose one of them and orient him on there. Oh my goodness. Oh! He stands a little bit more stably than they have in the past. This is a nice addition. I don't know if this is something that JoyToy is doing. Well, we'll see, because I've got 4 other Warhammer action figures to open up, and I'm kind of curious whether or not the rest of them are also going to have a stand like this, because the only other JoyToy figure that I specifically have received that came with some sort of thing to help keep it upright was the Squig, the War Boss on Squig, because the Squig was just so giant and they have such huge heads that he's very top heavy and kind of wants to lean. So they gave you like a little clear thing to basically help hold him up. And this is the first time I've seen one with like just a normal figure have a little stand, but I think this is great. This is an absolutely wonderful addition. So I'm gonna see if I can stick him onto it one more time, because I don't think I really secured him. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, stable boy. Ah! Yes, okay. Let me put his box away, because we do not need this anymore. We do not need cardboard and plastic. I will be sure to recycle it. If it will go back... What is happening? Did I just put this on, like, wrong? Is that probably what happened? Yeah. Yeah, that was... I stuck it on wrong, and it was too big to fit back in. Story of my life. Alright, let's get that one out of the way. We're gonna slide Helbrecht over here. Looking majestic. And he will praise the Emperor and guide us through opening the next action figures. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. I love this dress. Unfortunately, the company that makes these skater dresses that were Warhammer official licenses. The Phoenix, please stop spamming. I'm going to ban you again if you continue to spam. I know I put you in timeout once before, and I really don't want to have to do it again, but I need you to not spam stuff. This is not that kind of stream. Alright, I've taken a sip of water, refreshed myself, and now we're gonna open up the Iron Father. They sent me a lot of named characters when it came to the 40k stuff. And this boy, I mean, Helbrecht was beautifully detailed. Sir, you are beautifully detailed, but he's also going to have a lot going on because it is the Iron Father, and my goodness, does he have a lot going on. All right, let's get to it. Let's look at the back. As you can see, we have a ton of accessories again. He looks amazing. I don't think I have any other Iron Hands. I think he's going to be my first Iron Hand figure. So we've got that, and let's open this bad boy. Oh, I think immediately off the bat, look at that. They are just doing this with... This is a good little addition. I'm sure it didn't cost too much to add it in either. JoyToy, thank you. This is going to make displaying some of these guys, especially the ones that are a little bit less stable by themselves, a lot easier. Because some of them are fine. Some of them are absolutely, completely fine when it comes to standing upright without needing additional help. But some of them, actually, you know what I might end up using these for? Now that I'm thinking about it, I might end up using these for my Sisters of Battle. Because they, with their little delicate, you know, healed feet, I'll have to make sure that they have the hole on the bottom. I think they do. But yeah, they need this. They need these a lot because they are way less stable than like all of the Marines together. But I need to stop talking about the sisters and start talking about Feirros. Because oh, look at that beautiful black armor. Oh, it's like a really, oh, okay. I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's quite subtle, actually. Holy moly, there's a lot of accessories in there. Okay, we're gonna look at those in a second. But I just want to bring him up close to the camera because I love what they've done for this black armor. You know how Games Workshop, and heck, I think Louise did a tutorial before she, you know, quit GW, where they do a lot of like deep blues as the highlights on blacks, and that's what they've done here. You can see it around the edges. They've like airbrushed or dry brushed on a very subtle dark blue to give him the faintest of highlights, and it's really nice because like I see it at a distance still, so it's definitely there. Like I think, yeah, you guys can still see it at a distance. You can see especially all around the legs and everything. Chris, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Soaking the hands in hot water makes a complete sense. Are you doing it in, like, boiling water or just very warm water? Because I know with, say, for example, the Reaper Bones, miniatures, especially the first wave of them, you could boil them. You could boil water, dip them in there, and you could reflex them and basically get them to be back in the shape they were meant to be. I just noticed the really nice blue here on his arm. That's cool. I like that a lot. The cog has been done nicely. Of course, we have his backpack to put in. Oh, look at the hand detail. That looks so cool. I really, really like that. I wish they maybe had shaded it a little bit more, but you know, that's a minor thing. Also, his face, really nicely done. I love how well they blended the fleshy part into that metallic, like, metal part. It looks fan-bloody-tastic. Also, this little, I don't know why, but these little pops of the caution painting on these cords, I really like. It's just very subtle and nice. Okay, he's great. He has a bunch of accessories, including a big-ass power axe, rather. Oh, look at it. What is this like a grip? Or just an accessory to, like, a power source? Oh, maybe that is, like, a power block or something. I actually don't know. The Iron Father is not a character I'm super familiar with. So, I don't know a whole lot about him, but I do know that he looks bloody amazing. And the sculpt for him, for the miniature, fantastic. I'm excited to put this together and see how on point it looks. I mean, the picture looks really great, He's got a couple of additional hands, 2 for his normal human hand, which looks like one can hold a gun if he wants to in this hand. And this is actually a closed fist, interestingly, which I don't feel like I've seen a whole lot of. Normally, when they give me extra hands, they are giving me ones to hold things and such. But closed fist, so that's cool. And then we also, of course, have his robot hand, which also looks like it can hold a gun, which is nice. So we got some spare. And actually, that's actually great, because that means I bet these are interchangeable. Because they're the same. They look like similar designs. Like this is the one from, hold on, let me focus. This is the one from Helbrecht, and this is the one from the Iron Father. So they're pretty much the same design or sculpt for the hands. So they'll be interchangeable, which is great. I love the flexibility that you can actually mix and match the parts, especially amongst the plethora of Space Marine models that JoyToy makes. Like, oh my goodness, so many. Alrighty. Let's get to the bottom half of this, because there is a bunch of other things. All of his really cool bits. Alright. Give me one moment, folks. Just checking something real fast. Excellent. Okay. Oh my god, it's one gigantic piece. What? I was not expecting that. That's so cool. It is one humongous piece. But look how much of it moves. Okay, so we've got this piece moves up here, and it's got this little claw grip, which the hands open. Oh, so we can actually grip things. That is so cool. Oh, hold on. I need Helbrecht's head. Oh! Okay, I popped it off. Where did it go? Ah, it's right here. I see. Okay, so it can actually pop off. That's actually good to know. Oh, and it rotates like that, and then... Aha, okay. Alright, so just checking out some of the joint works. So it can rotate this way to go about, what, like 180 or so? Maybe a little bit beyond 180, because it doesn't go all the way around the ball. It won't go 360 because of that rod there. But it does actually go pretty decent. And then it can go up and down as well through the length of this little cutout that's there. That is so cool. But what I was trying to do was I want to see what the grip is like. Can I? Look at that. I got his head in my claws. Yes. Okay, that is really cool. Super awesome. Okay, so that's one side. Then we've got this side, which also has the same ball joint. So it does look like it can do the same thing. It can rotate. It's a little stiffer, actually. The rotation, the joint holding it down here, like right there, is very loose. So it actually is a little bit difficult to rotate the hand itself, like backwards. But you can do it. And then we've got joint there, a joint there, and then one here as well. Oh, that's so cool. And I love that they give these flexible cables so that it all is just, it can move really well. And then this, you can spin, which is just honestly very amusing. Kind of a little nice fidget thing. And then his gun rotates, which is rad. Oh, and also this will rotate. That can go 360. Can it bend at all? No, okay, so it just rotates. This spins. Nice. Oh. Can it, if I have it this way, can the gun? Oh, the gun can go 360. It, like, only one direction? And you gotta fiddle it around that little thing, but it can spin almost 360, which is great. Oh, and it can shoot down, so we can shoot ourselves in the dick. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, that's such a cool detail. They're individual pieces for the little bullets. Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's so cool. Oh, I like the slightly shiny metallic red and blue they used as opposed to the more opaque, less shiny yellow that they did for the light here. That's a really nice, like, subtle touch. Oh my god, this is the coolest accessory piece I think they've ever made, and I like that it's ridiculous to me that it's one gigantic chunk. Okay, so the only thing that doesn't move is this. I love... Look, you can see the bullets from the other side, too. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, Helbrecht, let's put your gigantic, monstrous backpack on. Oh! Okay. He's gonna grab you. Alright, got the claw hand open. Nice. He's gonna... I am prepared. Alright, now... Which hand do you normally... Okay, you do actually use your good arm for your weapon. Why is your... What is happening here? I think I twisted his arm. Hold on a second. There we go. That's... feels more natural. Cool. Alright, let's get this in his hands. There we go. Pop the hand off to be able to do that, so now he's holding it. Nice, good grip. Let's see how well this goes on. Perfect. That actually went on very well. And then... Is this the proper hand for holding it too? No, probably not. I'm gonna give him his pointing hand, actually. I think that'll look cooler. Is my... Hold on. I think my chat might be behind, because I'm only... The last thing that I'm seeing... Let's send that and see what we get. Ah, okay. For some reason, hold on. Let me close this or see if I can refresh it, because I am not getting updated chat anymore from you guys. I apologize about that. Let me see if I bring this back up. There we go. I just needed to refresh it. I don't know what happened, but for some reason my chat wasn't updating and I wasn't seeing all of your guys' lovely messages. So I do apologize. Let me check.
Are they not posting the stream?
They are here, but it was covering, where my dock was covering them, and so I wasn't seeing their stuff either.
That's so weird. I thought I had docked this so it wouldn't do that. So sorry.
No, it's okay.
There it is. I fixed it again.
Perfect.
Like, do you not like it here or something?
No, I do like it there. That's absolutely fine. It's just that it wasn't updating, and I was trying to get, because it's easier for me
you had to scroll down.
No, there was nothing to scroll. I had, and it, like, I had to close it and reopen it. It's sorry about that. Perfect, you guys are back. Hello! No problem, no problem. The Phoenix, well, I hope that your birthday goes well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Birthdays are always very exciting. I hope you get cool things and get to spend time with friends and everybody that you want to spend time with. Oh, no, the sapping sand was totally fine. There's actually nothing breaking. It's just that there are some pieces that are a little stiffer than others. That is for sure. Also, Go For It Painting, thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. If you guys are enjoying this content, please do feel free to do so. And again, I'm so sorry that I was missing your chat for a little while. You have, Thomas, you have not missed that particular figure yet. Do not worry. Do not worry. Marcos, hello, hello. All right. Is this guy not the coolest? Like, are you guys impressed with this backpack like I am? Because holy moly, it's honestly the coolest, most elaborate, I think, accessory I think I've ever seen. Just because of how many things move on it and what's going on. Like, he's got just so much. I'm gonna put the claw, I think, facing this way for right now, and then have, like, this sort of tucked up over his shoulder. Good lord, you are so gigantic for being, you know, actually just a normal-sized Space Marine. Oh, interesting. Okay, there, his elbow was turned the wrong way. There we go. Silly goose. Alright. Now, I was trying to fix, or change his hand. That was what I was doing, because I wanted him to have a little pointy finger. So, let's get this hand on. I know, they are so good on these figures. I completely agree. Oh, come on, buddy. I want this hand to go on. I demand it. Get on there. There we go. You thought you could defeat me with your stiff joints? Okay, well, I just popped it back off again because I'm a fool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can judge me. I don't mind. But what I want to do is knock his backpack completely off. I'm just fiddling with him so much that he's very unstable right now. I think the first thing I should do is actually get him onto the stand, because I want to see... Because he actually, I think, needs it. He's a bit chunk. Oh my god, he looks so cool posed here. Now let's put this backpack back on. Really make sure we get it on. I don't think I actually pushed it. There we go. I don't think I'd actually pushed it on all the way. There! Ugh! Yeah, he definitely needs the stand. He is like, I am so top heavy. It's fantastic. Alright, can I bend this arm? I can. There we go. Okay, Helbrecht, your arms got really weirdly twisted when they shipped you to me. Let's see if we can fix that. Because I would love for your arm to go that way. Thank you. Nope, I just popped the hand off again. There we go. Alright, that's better. You know what? We're just gonna do this, and he's gonna be holding his weapon up. Ugh! Okay. He is somewhat stable. He looks freaking glorious. There's just so many details. So, like, all of the various, like, things hanging off of him, all of the bloody cables. Like, this guy has so many cables. You know what? You're right. He does have to be... He's got to be very strong to be able to carry all this, because, yeah, it's a lot of weight. I mean, to be fair, is it... I mean, this is the Iron Hand, so aren't we, I'm gonna check and make sure that I am actually remembering this chapter correctly, because it's not one that I'm super familiar with. Iron Hand. Is it... I am ashamed. Okay, I looked up Iron Hands, and the first thing that came up was not Warhammer, but Pokemon. What the hell? That is so silly. Why am I getting so much Pokemon shit? Iron Hand, Warhammer. Fine. I can't believe I have to specify that. I would have just assumed it would have popped up. Alright. Iron within, iron without. Is that what your little motto is? I thought it was. Iron Hands, Warhammer. Iron within. Iron without. Okay, yes. Okay. I'm not crazy. That is their motto. Iron within, iron without. They're all about that metal. So yeah, they're going to be strong to be able to carry everything around. The other thing that I just noticed, and this is a really nice little detail, and I love when they do this, it says Feirros. Like, he's got his...
Wait.
What?
What did you say iron within, iron without about?
Is that the Iron Hands? Or is that the Iron...
You damn heretics! How dare you trick her like that? That's my job!
Oh,
iron within, iron without is the Iron Warriors.
God damn it! Okay.
AKA the arch rivals of your father, Dorn.
That's right. Okay, I always get these guys confused every single time.
Ferris Manus, aka Iron Manus, is the Iron Hands. He was killed at the beginning of the heresy.
So the Iron Father
For the Iron Hands.
For the Iron Hands
is the chapter master for the current Iron Hands Space Marine chapter.
Who are
loyalists.
And
yes.
the ones that I always think of are the Iron Warriors, who are the Chaos Fallen.
Yes, who are basically the guys who wear gray and hazard stripes and have no personality other than iron.
Okay, well, but he's got gray and hazard stripes, so what? Game Workshop!
No, he's black and hazard stripes. It's different.
Okay, I guess technically, that would be different. Fine. Fine. Oh, the Iron Hand motto is the flesh is weak. Okay, well, isn't that not roughly the same bloody damn thing? Okay, fine. Well, I have lost points. I understand. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, these aren't my chapters. They're not my chapters, so I'm going to claim logical ignorance. Where did this go? This went in here, correct? Yes. And then, like so. Perfecto. Bam. Slides right back in, cleans up super easy. It also is nice if you are one of the types of people who is a toy collector, but you display your toys, but you also like to collect the boxes and keep them nice and pristine. I will say that generally, JoyToy's boxes are pretty decent. I have received some damaged ones, of course, but that's normally due to shipping. But generally, they're pretty nice, and the artwork is great on them. So they are totally displayable, although I will say that if you wanted to, like, if you got a lot of them and you end up having to display them on their side, this is the only really good side to display them on because it has at least some artwork and a little bit of text telling you, like, which box it would be from. But the other side is just, you know, legal information. So not exactly the best for side binding. But if you're having it front facing, you know, you could put the toy there and then have the box behind him, and it would look pretty handsome. If you want to. I am not one of those people. I like to recycle my boxes because I don't want to hoard. Even though the art's kind of cool, it's not, I don't have space to display it all. And I don't feel like hoarding cardboard, even for, like, moving purposes or anything like that, or storage purposes. I have bins I just put them into, and I have a box full of accessories for all the various Warhammer action figures that I've been sent from JoyToy over the years. So let's actually, I can get you the exact pricing, via at least Amazon. Like what they are on Amazon right now. So Helbrecht, JoyToy. I want to say, I remember we looked it up, and I want to say he's 70? And Feirros might be the same way. Okay, yes. So I am seeing Helbrecht from between $75.99 to $79.99. Oh, I actually just found one as low as $72. So he's in the $70 range. The like $78 range. Feirros is oops, no, that is not what I wanted. I spelled JoyToy wrong. JoyToy. Which actually, now that whenever I think about it, because I'm on a really big One Piece kick right now, I also just keep thinking Joy Boy. Oh, Havman, thank you so much for the $4.99. You are amazing, sir. You are awesome. And I really appreciate everything that you do for the channel. It's very, very lovely. Hello, Diggs. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's see. Is he not out yet? Am I spelling his name wrong? I'm probably spelling his name wrong. Hold on. Where's your box? Iron Father. Iron Father JoyToy. This will probably hopefully bring up the right thing. I spelled iron wrong, so whatever. Okay, so the Iron Father is roughly the same pricing. He is falling between the $70 to $80 range as well. And now we're going to open something a little bit different. Because I have a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor. Yeah! Look at the details on this figure. He's got a Dark Angel's helmet, which I'm super excited to see, plus a Tyranid skull. This man has been busy, and he gives zero craps as to who he is murdering. He just wants to destroy everybody. And I love... Oh, he comes with a head. That's actually great. I actually really like that. That's a great sculpt. Let's open our Chaos Boy. Yes, those are in... The prices that I quoted are in USD. Yes, I'll order. Oh. Oh, I love that they actually put his face on and not the helmet. Oh, also, I feel like I need a little bit of caffeine. So I'm going to pop this soda open. Dude, that helmet, that looks so cool. Let's get this plastic out of the way. Not the Terminator helmet, actually. I will admit, the Black Legion Terminators with their little tusks, I do like them, but it's a little much for me sometimes. But this helmet looks so amazing. Okay, let's pull this bad boy out. Oh, it's attached. Okay, he's got his weapon attached. That axe looks stunning. Love the skull detail there. Beautiful. But this boy, let me get this plastic out of the way. Oh, and this one came with a stand too. Okay, that is just genuinely something that they're doing. I love this figure. Oh, look at this little... Okay. Look at the raised lip. I love the expression. He's like... He's like mid, like either speaking or just like snarling at somebody, and I love it. I feel like I want to put a little bit of a wash on his face to, like, emphasize some of these details. Maybe, like, a little bit of a red wash to make it look a bit more like fresh wounds. But generally, like, JoyToy stuff, fantastic detail work. Love the colors. Oh, I love this. Look at the little face. And I like the little eye. The skull is great. Oh. Again, really nicely jointed. Very maneuverable. Is this pop off? Yes, you can actually, like, switch out the accessories. Oh, look at his... Oh my god, we were covering up his beautiful skull crotch. How could you do that? That is so funny. But yeah, a lot of the accessories are interchangeable, so you can totally mix and match. Now, what I really want to look at, though, is the detail on this Tyranid, because that actually looks really nice. Love what they're doing there. I love the just dry brushing on here. I don't think JoyToy has done any Tyranids outside of being dead creatures maybe on some of their other sculpts. They've not done any Tyranids, as far as I know, as just, here is a Hive Tyrant, for example. I don't know if that's something they will end up doing, because I've not, even in their other lines, I've not actually seen that many monster creatures. They really are big into mech and like military stuff, so which does work very well for Warhammer. That's why these figures look as good as they do. Yeah.
They have teased the idea of Tyranids.
Well, they have.
Yeah, particularly to I don't know if they were simply making a joke to tease that head,
maybe
on that spike, but I have seen them in interactions with Hive Queen Hyper.
Okay.
She's been asking for Tyranids. And the kind of the vague-ish answer they gave was, well, we got to deal with Horus Heresy first.
I mean, that is true, actually.
So
they did just get their license.
Might be planning some Xeno. Now, Xeno could also mean Eldari.
I would love that.
Tau battle.
Well, and they've done some Tau already. They have done one of the named characters.
Okay.
So they have done Tau. And they've done Orc. Those are the only two Xeno that I know of that JoyToy has officially released. I would love to see them do some Tyranid sculpts. I think that would...
the Phoenix Warriors from the Eldar.
But actually, of like, if they had to pick and choose between like, do I do Tyranids next or do we do Eldari next? And I would kill for some Space Elves. I think they would do really cool jobs with those. I want them to make a Wraith Lord so badly. I think it would look amazing. And then I want them to do the Drukhari, because I want some Dark Elves, and I want a ship. I want them to make one of the boats, you know, that they do. Oh, that's true. They have done the Necrons as well. I've not gotten any of the Necrons. I need to pick some of those up, actually, because I love Necrons. And I've not seen any of them yet. But yeah, I thought they had done Tau. Oh my god, but, like, imagine Eldar and Drukhari, though. Like, imagine doing Dark Eldar and just Eldar. Like, classic Phoenix Lord would be amazing. Oh my god, it'd be so cool. Do it, JoyToy. Make us happy. But I understand. Take your time. I would also, I am excited for Horus Heresy. I love that Dorn, my dear sweet Father Dorn, was the first announced. Do you think they're going to do Horus relatively quickly afterwards? Because, like, that is actually falling in line with what GW did with the Horus Heresy launch. They did Imperial Fists versus Sons of Horus. Do you think we're going to get some sort of Son of Horus as the next announcement? Probably, right? Like, I feel like they got it. They're gonna want to spam that out really cool. They did! You're right. They did just release some cool Admech and Cadians. Yes, they did. Oh, Kevin, no problem! I'm so glad that you guys invited me over, and it was awesome to hang out with you all. Like, absolutely loved it. Had a blast. And I'm definitely going to be trying to come to some of the meetups on the second Fridays of the month. That sounds really fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh my gosh, so much cool stuff. Yeah, for those of you that didn't know, yesterday the reason we didn't have a stream was because I was out at Hobbies Unlimited, the place that you've seen featured in my Panzer build episode, because the owner was having his birthday, and they invited me out to come celebrate with them. And I was like, that sounds amazing, yes! And so I was out doing that during my normal streaming time, and then later that evening I had guests over because I played my first game of D&D in a long time, and I had a blast. It was a very, very busy day, very social day, but it was absolutely a wonderful time. So Kevin, thank you for inviting me out. It was lovely. Okay, let's get back to talking about these toys, because we've looked at the Tyranid head, and I do like that, and I would love to see JoyToy do that, but look at this Dark Angel helm as well. That is great. I love that it still has the feather. Oh, yes! So good. Is this a sack? I've never seen that before. He just has like a sack. I wonder if there's meant to be like a skull or a organ in this sack on this spike, but that's kind of a weird one to me. But the helmet, super cool. Also, I love the subtle texture in this. Okay, look. Look. It's got a little bit of a yellow, and then it goes into a white. See, this is what I mean when I talk about just why I love JoyToy's quality of their paint jobs over, say, the McFarlane Warhammer action figures. Because I just feel like JoyToy goes the extra mile to do a two-toned dry brush highlight, for example, or spends the time, you know, highlighting some of their metallics, or applying a wash when maybe some other companies wouldn't do that, or that kind of thing. And that's just, I really appreciate that little bit of extra dedication that I feel like they put into certain details on the models that really help them just stand out and just feel top notch. Okay, I want to get this axe. He's got an axe to grind, and I want to get it into his hand. This one might be a little tight. His fingers are feeling a little tough. Ooh, we might not be able to... Oh, also, you know what? This might be the wrong hand for axe holding. So we're going to take that one off, and we've got these other two hands. Ooh, this one has a spike on it. Can I get this hand on? I do, like I said, the McFarlane ones are interesting because while I do not like their pre-painted figures, I love that McFarlane makes the unpainted ones. They're artist-proof versions that you can paint yourself. Because, like, here's the thing. When it comes to the McFarlane ones, all right, unfortunately, these hands are tight enough that I do not want to risk stretching the plastic and scratching the paint a little bit, so I'm gonna have to use the hot water technique, I think, on these off camera later. Get back on there, you bastard. There we go. Because I don't want to force it, and I'm worried that I'm going to start scraping things. So I definitely have scraped some of the plastic on these models before trying to force the hands to hold the weapons. But that is incredibly cool. He would basically hold it like that. And then we also, ignoring the axe. Okay, we're going to ignore the axe for a second. We're going to set these hands off to the side. We're going to look at his gun, because he's got a chain gun, which looks amazing. Look at this. I love the chain axe, or the chain sword on the front. Just stab you and then blast a hole into you. It's beautiful. What's great is this is very easy to possibly get onto his hand, although this makes me nervous because I feel like this is something I could break incredibly easily. But let's see if we can slide it in. Okay, it's kind of working, actually. Now, if I just... Yeah, it's interesting that, like, because I don't even feel like these hands are that much bigger than the normal Space Marine ones, because he's a Terminator, right? So, like, theory, his hands are maybe a little chunkier, but they don't feel like... Yeah, I'm just worried I'm going to scrape the plastic too much, and I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm not going to have him hold his weapons. This is one of those instances where, like I said, the JoyToy figures can sometimes be a little bit stiff when it comes to their joints, especially their hands. And these ones, just because they're so tight, they are just a very hard plastic, and it's not flexing quite as much, and I don't want to force things in. But I really like the gun, really like the axe. He looks amazing. He does have, I do like that his hands have one set that has a spike. So we've got one set that has a spike on it, which I really like. That's cute. And then we've got this other one that are just sort of like studded gloves. There we go. Which is pretty cool. So you can mix and match or have some asymmetry there if you want to. And then the last thing to look at from this particular set is his alternate helmet, which again is not my favorite. Like, I do like the Black Legion Terminator helms, because I do like just the classic helmet for Terminators. But I will admit, sometimes the spikes, I really think it's the center spike. It's the little nose spike that I don't like as much. It makes him look a little cartoony. So I'm probably going to be keeping this guy's standard head on him rather than using the helmet. Which is unusual for me, because normally I prefer the helmeted figures. Thank you for subscribing, Takamura. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy yourself here. Gosh, this is so cool. All right, I'm gonna close up the... Oh, is his circle? Nope, his circle is the same size as everybody else's, so we will see how well he stands using this. How well do you stand without it? Okay, see, he's an instance where he's actually pretty stable by himself, so this is one of the cases where I probably will use this on probably a Sister Battle or something. Because I feel like if they're stable enough by themselves and I can shake the table and he doesn't fall over and I can, like, poke him a little bit. Like, yeah, I poked him really hard there and of course he falls. But if I can, like, tap him and sort of shift him but not move him, but not actually, like, knock him over, I'm feeling pretty good about the stability of the figure. Now, that might change, of course, when I actually get his weapons in. That will displace his weight distribution, of course, but it's not too big of a deal right now. All right, that went on pretty smoothly, and then, of course, this does stabilize him immensely. That is so cool. How well can you, like... Man, it really does stabilize him. I can do, like, a full, like, running spread if I want. Like, see... Got his leg, like... Can you see that? Like, all the way back there. And he's still pretty stable. As long as he's got that peg in there. That is pretty good. Honestly, I like that. Alright. Buddy, Mr. Terminator. Alright, you can lay down so the fine folks watching can see you while I put your box away. And we prepare for our next figure. Man, I am so blown away by the quality of these figures. It really does astound me. Hello, Taka! Welcome. I hope that your day today has been going well so far, and that you're enjoying seeing some of these glorious action figures. Oh my god, what? That comes out? No way, that's so unnecessary, but cool. That's so unnecessary, but cool, why? You can reload it. You can act like he spent it and then put... That is so unnecessary. But it's little things like that that are adjustable that I really dig about this product line. Like, there's two things that make it stand out above a lot of other toys that I've collected, in my personal opinion. And that is just the sheer attention to detail to matching the models to the existing characters that they're meant to represent. And then just the sheer flexibility of the product itself to be mix match. Like, it's so cool how adjustable they are.
Can they sell us, like, a pack of 50 of those bases?
I don't know. I'll reach out to them and ask, because
That's legit. We need them for all the other ones.
No, I agree. Like, is this not the best upgrade that they've created? Like, I'm like, this thing is fantastic.
I don't think they invented the acrylic base.
No, they did not. But the fact that they've started including it is just the smartest decision that they could have made, because like it's so nice. I mean, like I was saying, some of the ones are a little bit more stable than others, so we can probably make it. We can probably adjust these and use these for the ones that we need to that aren't stable. But yes, I agree. It's such a blessing. All right, there we go. Oh my, ow. I was forcing his foot back onto the stand, and oh look, you can see. I stabbed myself. Nice little impression of all of his little spikes in my thumb. Ah, the joys of chaos. It's one of the reasons I love them. Working on them, you're just constantly stabbing yourself. Well, nice, slightly... Bam, I fixed... Oh, no, shit. There we go. I shifted my camera. I think I bumped it with one of the materials, and I was seeing the corner peek out off to the side, and I was like, this is unacceptable. How dare. All right. We're at noon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very brief break. I am going to stretch my legs, and we've got 2 final figures of our Warhammer figures to look at. And then on Tuesday, we've got some other toys from JoyToy to look at. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's a different line. It's a completely different line. Not one they've ever sent to me before. So it's very exciting. And honestly, I like what they sent me. I'm very hyped to open them up. I'm curious to actually compare them to the Warhammer action figures, because I love them so much. And this is a completely different line, standalone. It is still a war game. That gives you a hint of what it might be. But yes, I am going to take a brief, like 5-minute break. So I'll be back even before 12:05. And just going to stretch my legs real quick, and then we'll open our last 2 figures. I'll be right back, guys. everybody! I have returned, and we are going to open some more JoyToy action figures now. Eska, hello! Greetings from America. How are you in Poland? I hope the weather is fine and things are going alright. I have no idea what this type of year might be like for you, but I imagine, for some reason, it might be cold. So I hope you're staying warm. Alright, guys. Are you ready to do this? Because next, this is actually one that I was extremely excited to see. It's not a named character specifically, but it gives me such old school Thousand Sun vibes, and I absolutely dig it because we have a Chaos Space Marine, the Crimson Slaughterer, Sorcerer Lord, and Terminator armor. I love it. It's so Zinchian, and it's so good! And I love the red armor. I love the red armor so very much. Let's go ahead and open this boy up. Bam. Oh, he looks even better in person than he does on the box art. Hell yeah. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's get the plastic out of the way. Kind of throw our accessories everywhere in the process. We've got ourselves a stand. Ooh, this one's a little odoriferous. The delicious smell of paint chems. Woohoo! Alright. We have a beautiful... Why do they keep having bags? I don't understand this. I need to look at the Chaos Space Marine model and be like, do they have bags? I guess they might. Maybe it must have an organ or something in it. Missed opportunity to not make it, like, drippy or something, or, like, have a little red stain. Maybe that's too grotesque. Maybe that's a little too grotesque for the company. And they're like, no, we can't quite go that far. Then no one will buy our stuff. I would buy it still. This is amazing, and I love him. Look at his beautiful helmet. Look at his, like, just great color. Oh, he also has a skull crotch! Yeah! That's probably just a chaos thing. Yes, Havman, the accessories are totally interchangeable between figures. In fact, here, I'll take his little red thing, and I'll take the cape, or the thingamadoodle that we had on our last Chaos Boy.
Oh, the loincloth.
Loincloth, thank you. And then, yep, it's right there.
You do this professionally.
I do talk about loincloths professionally.
This is true.
He's correct.
What was it about bags you were complaining about?
I don't feel like I have noticed this, but both of the Chaos Marines that they sent me have a just sack.
Well, they have to carry their, like, you know, lunch.
Like a heart? Or some other organ
from
the victim?
Or like a BLT, or
oh, you think there's just a sandwich in this?
Maybe a bag of chips.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. That's, you know what? Mystery solved. It's his lunch. They needed a snack, and they're carrying it around. It's exactly like huffing new plastics. Hello to you. Yeah, no, they're very interchangeable, very flexible models. Super cool. The fur. I want it. Also, this cape, unlike the red cape on our previous boy, has a little bit more, I think, obvious shading going on. And I really like that. I like that about the black cape. You can see some shading, like, in the crevices. They did darken it a smidge, but it's very subtle. I almost wish it was more. And these, I wish had a little bit of darker color to them since they're supposed to be tears in the fabric. Whereas in this one, because they do that nice sort of highlight on them, it works, I think, a little bit better and makes the cape stand out a bit more. Just a minor criticism of the paint jobs, because you know what? I'm going to toot JoyToy's horn a lot, and I do want to throw out that there are some things they could enhance and make even better to just make them an even higher quality figure. But overall, I do think they do a great job. Can we talk about how beautiful this shoulder piece is? And I just want to stare for a long time in this beautiful shiny blue eye because it's lovely. Does he have... Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that. That's nice. It's a little unfortunate. We got a little bit of scuffing damage here on the shoulder pad. But you know what? He's a Chaos Marine and it works. So I'll take it. The decal looks lovely. Almost... Because he's got fangs, it actually does remind me a little bit of, Oh my god, they could do those in the Horus Heresy, and I just realized Night Lords. Oh my god. God, that would be so amazing. JoyToy. Please do Night Lords. Like, you could have already done them in 40k. They exist. They're around. They're hanging out. But, like, you could do Horus Heresy era Night Lords, which are pretty much the same, actually. I think they didn't really change much. They're still just bonkers and scary. But, like, oh my god, bat helms. This reminded me of them because they got little things. Which is great. I don't know why I squeaked at you a little bit there. But I'm loving this. We have other things to look at, though. He has a second head option. Ooh, actually, I like this a lot. That looks fantastic. I love the giant eye on where his mouth is. It makes him look so weird. He kind of looks like a duck, actually, because it's got gold around the edge. So if you, like, look at it from an angle, he sort of looks like a duckbill. I approve. I approve because it's Nietzschean and they're birds. So you know what? Perfect. We also have 2 additional hands, just like we've gotten with our other figures, which makes a whole lot of sense. He has the exact same ranged weapon as we saw before, and yes, it still pops out. Still a completely unnecessary feature, but I don't care because I think it's cool. God, imagine if they made one of these where it could spin. They would never, it's not possible, but like it'd be super rad. And then finally, the most awesome of his accessories, of course, his amazing staff. I love this thing. I love the shimmery blue. It's one of my like favorite colors. Oh, that looks rad. I just think they did a really nice job. There's a lot of texture going on here. The grip is really neat. Fantastic. Now, how easy... Ooh, your hands are also incredibly stiff. So yeah, there's just something about when they jump up to the... Basically anything that is Terminator size or up. It seems like they start making the hands out of a slightly stiffer, harder plastic, and it's a little bit harder to manipulate with. Now, I'm gonna still try, maybe. I'm worried. I don't want to, like, mess up the staff's handle, you know? Does it come apart at all? Sometimes the weapons will actually separate, so you can kind of slide them up into the hand and then reseal them, but this does not appear to be one of those. I think the main thing is I'm worried about messing up either the handle itself or the thumb, and yeah, I'm not gonna try shoving his weapon in there right now. But this figure, bloody fantastic. Love it. Alright, now let's get him on his stand. This weighty boy. They do have a pretty nice weight to them, these JoyToy action figures, for how small they are sometimes, because, like, you know, they're 1/18 scale. They are still... For what you're paying, I feel like sometimes people might get a little sticker shock of, like, scale to price. But I think they're totally worth it, and they're such a big chunk of plastic. It's great. Look at him. He is ready to kick butt. Can't wait to get his staff actually into his hand. It's gonna look amazing. I actually, you know what? I want his other... As much as I love this helmet, can I get your head off easily? I don't want to break it. Oh! Well, I popped him in half. There we go. Fix that easily enough. He actually is very stable. You know what? Screw it. He doesn't need this. We'll use that for somebody else. He's actually quite stable. Great. I'll switch his head later. But I really do like this. Fantastic colors. Love that red armor. Like I said, very, very Thousand Suns in my opinion. Let's put our Chaos boys together. They can hang out. And I'm going to put this plastic away, and we will open the big boy. The one that I think most of you may have actually shown up for, and the one that I was actually genuinely blown away that they sent me. It also makes me really excited to pick up Dorn when he comes out, because he can go with him. Although, different era. This will be a different era Primarch, because that's right. They sent me a Primarch. Oh, your loincloth fell off, bro. There we go. I just probably never put it back on. Alright, move out of the way, Chaos Boys, because we have to make room for the... How would I describe this Primarch? Well, I don't know how I would describe him, but I know he's a good boy. He is a good boy. He tries his hardest. He tries his gosh darn hardest. It is none other than Roboute Guilliman. Roar! Now, this blew my mind. Also, the other thing I want to say, this box is so substantial compared to the other ones. Like, when they're like, he is a Primarch, he must be treated fancily. And they've given me a very, like, nice box. Like, it almost feels like a board game box. And I didn't even open it properly yet. Hold on, where's my... I have an Exacto over here somewhere. Let's just pop this. Nice plastic out of here. But, like, it's a full-on, like, hard cardboard. Because the other one is, the other ones are a lot squishier. You can definitely, like, squish and flex and hit the plastic more. And they can get dinged and scratched. But this one does not give as much. And it's really freaking cool. This man is going to be majestic. Like, I can't even... These do not do him justice. I will say, though, the sword... I'm curious what that's going to look like in person. Because it's the one thing on this model that I admit I was not super impressed by, but that could just be Photoshop or something. You know? Like it may just. I just hope that it's a little bit darker. Okay, it looks better in person. Immediately, it looks better in person. Holy moly! Holy moly! Look at the presentation. Okay, we've seen a lot of the other packaging, and they actually put. So this guy, this is one. He has a stand, same size as everybody else. Primarch or not, doesn't matter. Everybody gets the same size. This is some nice packaging. So we've got a plastic covering over top, but then he's in foam. Like, they're treating him, and like, this is a solid box. Like, this is probably one of the few boxes that I'll keep. Possibly as just for storage purposes or just that kind of thing. And oh, they even individually wrapped like his head. He's got some additional plastic over top of him. We do have some additional hands, it looks like. Oh my god, and the detail work on this is so much higher. Okay, let's reveal him. Oh, the gaudy blue and gold bastard himself. Okay, a little unfortunate that his halo is bent. And I do not want to flex that without some heat, because it is stiff plastic. But you can see there is a little bit of unfortunate curving to his majestic halo. But overall, holy cow, this is heavy too. Like, he is... We talked about how some of the other ones were heavy, but this is heavy. The color combination does look good. Look at his ab details. He's got like some dry brushing on his abs to really make them stand out. He's got some flexible cables on the front. Glorious. Ultra. There we go. Guilliman on the side for his shoulder. Love that even the like... Oh, it's flexible slightly. That's lovely. That his little garland at the top is also dry brush. Like, this is what I mean. Like, they really put in the extra detail, and this is a Primarch, so it's nice to see them do that. Oh, look at this. That looks fantastic. I also really love just how gaudy and humongous this is. It reminds me of the Custodians, actually, because they had really big, chunky gold armor being, you know, Custodians. Okay, look at... Does this come off? How are you peaceable? Okay, I'm not actually sure it does. He might be... This might be attached. He may be less flexible than some of the others. There is some mild, like, warping, it does seem. And I don't know if that's because of the packaging or just because of, like, maybe the heat from when it was in shipping or something, but my goodness. God, that looks cool. Look at the fact that they put individual skull decals on every single one of these rounds that are feeding into his gun there. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to totally get his halo in some warm water and gently flex that back into place. It should be fine. I'm not actually super worried about it. It's just something to note when you're opening your own, is there could potentially be some slight warping, specifically on this piece, and I would not recommend trying to fix it without some warm water, because I do think you would snap it. Let's check the flexibility of him, because he is so much chonkier than the other boys, and he does still have some really nice joint mobility. Like, his arm can flex pretty well. That's really great. See what the other side looks like. Yep, okay. Pretty good movement. We can make him like look like he's dancing. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see the knee and oh my god. Oh, I love that. Look at the little iron rods where his like joints go. Oh, okay. Note to self, they can pop all the way out if you bend them. Get back in there, please. There we go. Okay, be careful. The joints can pop all the way out. Mildly problematic, but not too bad to fix. But has the same flexibility with, like, the toes. So, I mean, they really did, despite having him fully assembled and not really having accessories you're adding on. Oh, I didn't realize that Guilliman's, like, one hand was a big chonk hand, and then he got his little hand over here. That's cute. All right. He's also lovely and stable enough that he doesn't need his stand necessarily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see about adjusting this backpack, because it definitely got a little warped. A little warped. Maybe he was touched by chaos.
No, Guilliman only lets the Eldari woman touch him.
Oh, you're right.
That is...
Is he not majestic?
I was thinking ornate, but
he is ornate. Yeah, no, he is. I mean, look at the... I mean, his model is, like, in the game is ornate. Like, I will admit, when it comes to Guilliman, love this figure. Nothing negative to say about this figure. His armor's a little too gaudy for me. Like,
the armor of resurrection's a bit too much.
It's a little too much. Like, they really were like, let's filigree everything. And I'm like, do we need to, though? Could we, like, maybe let a little bit more of the blue stand out? Why does he need to look like he's got gold vines crawling all over him? It's fine. It's fine. It's lovely. I really actually love his shoulders, though. That's my favorite part about, like, this, his arms.
I mean, it's the most important part of any Marine.
It's his, like, that's true. God. Look, this is my other favorite part about this. I can't get over that they put all of the individual skulls on each of these rounds. Like, that's just a really nice little touch. And they even, like, shaded them.
To be fair, those aren't rounds, but yes.
Oh, are they not? Are they not?
I believe...
Oh, they're flamer. You're right.
No, I believe functionally, that's a, tube.
Oh, it's a tube.
Well, that like, feeds ammo.
Oh, I see.
Like,
gotcha.
I don't think it actually, like, those outer shells go in. I think the bullets are going through that.
Got it. So, Sword, you and I were concerned about this. I actually think it looks a lot better in person than the box art gives it credit.
There's more of a gradient in real life than there is on the box art. In the box art, it kind of just goes from yellow and then orange.
Yeah, this has a little bit of a darker orange to it, and it actually has a very nice, subtle... It doesn't quite make sense to me fully, because, like, I don't understand what these lines are doing right there, but on the flames, there is a nice little subtle, like, yellow pop that I do think adds just a little bit of extra detail.
I think it's speed lines if he's, like, swinging it.
Oh, you know what? That does make sense.
That's why the flames are going back that way.
That does make sense. All right, let's see. Can I get him to hold... Oh, his hand is so much more flexible than the Chaos Marine.
I was gonna say, does he actually have articulated fingers, or are they still...
No, they're all stiff. They're all still a hard plastic, but some of the smaller figures or smaller hands... Oh, I just popped his arm up. Ah! I've decapitated him!
That's not decapitation.
I have de-armed him! Alright, oh my god. Yes! Come at me, bro!
Oh,
brother!
God. He almost hit the left.
Brother! I will slay thee. I don't remember what the sword is called. What is his...
Emperor's sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Emperor's sword. Oh, this is a giant fist. That's great. The I will slay you with the Emperor's sword. Let's not hold it down at that low on the hilt, Guilliman. Oh my god, look how freaking cool that is. Look how freaking cool that is. I'll fix this. I'll de-warp that, and this guy's gonna be bloody majestic on my shelf. Oh my gosh, JoyToy, thank you. Thank you for sending me these absolutely stunning Warhammer action figures. Now, I'm gonna lay him down like this, because there is still technically a couple things for us to look at. He does come with some accessories, including some extra hands. So we have, what I feel like are 3 different sized hands, but I think that's just because these ones have the fingers open. We've got a closed fist to replace the one that's holding the sword. We have a, like, open, I'm gripping at you, come at me, bro hand, that also replaces the sword hand. And then we have a giant fist, for his powered fist, if he wants to punch people. Poof! Like that, which is pretty great. Alright, perfect. Lovely, and they all came in like little foam sections, which is fantastic. And then the last thing that we actually have is his beautiful painted head, which I actually think is a really handsome skull. Like, damn, they did a good job. Is it focused on him? Okay, good. He's so stern. That is Guilliman, though. Like, that looks so much like him. They did a great job. Again, love the dry brushing work on his laurels. Fantastic. I don't know what that little cable is. It must be something that attaches into his armor. But that looks great. Let's see. Can I actually... How, is your head... Your head's easier to get off, isn't it? If I don't... There we go. There we go. It's Father Guilliman! Look at Roboute Guilliman. He is so cool. Gosh dang, I just can't get over like the fancy packaging and just how amazing this action figure is. The eyes do follow you. They do. He's staring at you, staring deep into your soul and saying, the Emperor is judging you. He's watching you and he knows what you do at night. And so does the Chaos Gods. I just want you to know that all of them do. Everybody knows. The Emperor, Chaos, and probably Mork and Gork, and all the Eldari gods, they all know what you're doing. As do I. All right. He does kind of look like a grumpy toddler. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I do love this figure, though. And I love, like, this is my favorite arm. I love this thing. It just looks so badass. Okay, how do you stand pretty well by yourself, right? Even with your sword in your hand? I mean, that's pretty great. That's pretty great. I have to say so myself. All right, I kind of want to do like a closing shot where they're all standing together. I'm gonna move. Can I adjust my camera to do that? Or should I just lay them down? Oh, nice. The helmet does actually fit into the space that held his head in the little packaging, which is nice. Oh, and also I'm just gonna... This is where I'm gonna put all my accessories going forward. Do I need to keep them separate from each other? It'll probably be pretty easy to figure out. Just put all my spare hands and heads in there. Close up the box. Okay, this one we're not gonna put in the trash pile. That one's gonna stay over here, separate from the trash pile. Now, can I manage to show you... How can I do this? I could just probably... Well, no, because that's small. I want to show you big. Everybody that we got today. Let's see. Guilliman, you can be there. Let's see if I can get everybody in place. We have our Crimson... What was her name? Crimson Slaughterer. Our Chaos Terminator Lord. We'll put them over here. We'll put Filthy Chaos away from our wonderful Imperial Guilliman. We also have Helbrecht, who looks awesome. He is rivaling Guilliman in detail level, by the way. Just like look at the intensity of what's going on here and the intensity of what's going on here, and it's just absolutely bonkers. And then finally, our last boy. The Iron Father. He looks majestic. God, look at them all. So much detail. So much Warhammer. All in one space. So good. So good. Thank you, as I mentioned, to JoyToy. Thank you guys so much for sending these my way. Completely unexpected. Very excited to receive them. They are going to be added into my collection. And for everybody that is watching right now, do know that on Tuesday, we're going to have another live stream featuring some more JoyToy unboxing. But this time, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. I was sort of teasing it through the remainder of the stream, but I figured, you know what, let's just talk about it, because JoyToy sent me some Infinity figures as well. So on Tuesday, we're going to be opening up some Infinity figures. I really like the look of these models. They definitely have a little bit more of like, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, they sent me some Infinity figures, so quite a few. We have a good number of them to open up. I'm super pumped for it. It was surprising. I was very shocked because when I got the box, I was like, this is heavy and kind of large. Like, I wonder what they sent me. And then we opened it and it was just so many toys. So I thank you. We are definitely going to be unboxing the Infinity this Tuesday. That will be happening probably around the same time, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that would be 12, 1, 2, I believe that's 2 p.m. on the East Coast. Yes, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, because it's a 3-hour difference. So be looking forward to that, and I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see all of these really awesome toys with me. I just think I would highly encourage you to go check out JoyToy. One, I think their Twitter is just fun to follow because they're goofs, and I really appreciate them for that. Like, they don't take themselves too seriously, and they're constantly showcasing new stuff that's coming out. So definitely check them out on their socials because they have some great stuff, and it gives you an idea of like what's coming up. And they produce a lot of these toys. Like, they do not only the Warhammer ones, they don't just do Infinity, but they have their own line of products as well that are, if you're into giant robots and military sci-fi / like semi-historical but with like technological advancements type of scenarios and worlds, then I would highly encourage you to just check out what they've got, because they've got a bunch of cool robots. They've got cool scenery to pose your figures with as well. So there's a plethora of things to explore when it comes to JoyToy. I think their products are genuinely some of the higher quality like action figures that I've seen out there, and the detail on them constantly impresses me. Like, there's just so much happening on the screen right now in regards to detail, especially on these two, but just in general on all of them, and it just impresses me nonstop. So definitely check them out. Thank you once again to JoyToy for sponsoring today's live stream and sending me these toys to be able to share with you all. And I think that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Do make sure that if you never want to miss any of the live streams when we go live, to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications so you don't miss out. And if you would like to get some extra perks and eventually, starting next year, have some specific channel emojis to be able to play around with, I would highly encourage you to check out and become a channel member. We recently got that set up on the channel, and it helps support us, helps us keep making content and being able to put things out there for you guys to see. And you get a couple of extra little bonuses for being a channel member. So I would highly encourage you to do that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. And make sure to keep hobbying.